You're 3 hours into a 20-hour flight from New York to Singapore. Your back aches, your stomach's growling, and the in-flight entertainment already feels like background noise. And guess what? You've got 17 more hours to go. Sounds like a nightmare? It doesn't have to be. These 9 tips will help you survive the skies and fly like a pro. Download everything before you fly. Let's be honest, trusting airplane Wi-Fi is like expecting a 5-star meal at a gas station. You board the plane, ready to stream your favorite show, and boom, connection unavailable. Now you're stuck watching the in-flight safety video for the 6th time, like it's the season finale of a drama series. Here's what smart travelers do. Before you even leave the house, download everything. Your Netflix episodes, Spotify playlists, audiobooks, podcasts, offline maps, all of it. And don't forget your airline's app. It might be the only way you'll access your boarding pass or in-flight menu. Even that little game you never play on your phone. You'll be thankful you have it when the kid behind you starts kicking your seat. But even with hours of shows downloaded, you'll still feel like a crusty gremlin if you don't freshen up mid-flight. Here's how to feel human again at 35,000 feet. Pack toiletries to feel human again. Have you ever stepped off a long flight and caught your reflection in the airport bathroom mirror? Yeah, like you just crawled through a desert, wrestled a tumbleweed and lost. Dry lips, greasy skin, breath that could kill a cactus. Don't let the plane turn you into a zombie. Pack a tiny survival kit. Toothbrush, travel-sized toothpaste, face wipes, lip balm, maybe even a little deodorant if you're feeling fancy. These aren't luxuries, they're lifelines. A quick wipe down and a fresh breath rinse can work wonders for your sanity, especially after 10 hours of recycled air and crying toddlers. You're not just cleaning up, you're rebooting your soul. But even the best neck pillow can't save you if you're dressed like you're heading to a nightclub instead of a 10-hour sit-fest. Here's how to outfit yourself for survival, not style. Dress for couch mode, not runway mode. Let's get one thing straight. This is a long-haul flight, not a fashion show. You don't need tight jeans, a leather jacket, or heels that make TSA weep. You need clothes that whisper, "I could nap at any moment." Think soft layers, loose joggers, an oversized hoodie. Socks so fluffy they feel illegal in coach. This is your in-flight armor, cozy, breathable, and ready to survive hours of questionable seat angles and freezing cabin temps. Because here's the truth, no one remembers the person who looked stylish on a plane. They remember the one who didn't complain for 9 hours and walked off looking mildly alive. Style can wait. Right now, comfort is king. But even with the perfect outfit, your body's going to hate you if you make this next mistake. Pillow and blanket, your in-flight armor. You ever try to sleep on a plane using those sad little airline pillows? It's like napping on a half-deflated balloon wrapped in a napkin. Do not trust them. They will betray you. If you want any chance at surviving a long flight without turning into a neck-cramped zombie, bring your own gear. A good neck pillow isn't a luxury, it's survival. Go for memory foam or something that doesn't collapse after 5 minutes. And that airplane blanket might as well be a folded tissue. Instead, bring a lightweight travel blanket or even better, a large, cozy scarf. It's a blanket, a pillow, a privacy curtain, and a fashion statement all in one. Total game changer. Because when the cabin lights dim and the baby starts crying 2 rows over, comfort is your last defense. Even if you're wrapped up like a burrito, there's one mistake that can ruin it all. Sleep smart, belt over blanket, tray down. All right, you're finally dozing off. And bam, the flight attendant taps you awake for a seatbelt check or to serve you mystery meat in a tray. Sound familiar? Here's the trick. Buckle your seatbelt over your blanket so they can see it without waking you up. It's the oldest hack in the seasoned traveler playbook. And if you really don't want to be disturbed, flip your tray table down. Flight crew usually skips over passengers who look like they're mid-meal or just completely out cold. And ditch the flimsy airline sleep mask that feels like a used sock. Bring a real blackout mask that blocks out everything. You want pitch black, not dim room at a spa. Because on a long flight, sleep is gold. If you think that's clever, wait until you hear the tip that can actually hack the seating system. Hack the seat map like a pro. The seat you pick can make or break your flight, no exaggeration. Are you an aisle person who likes to stretch your legs and make quick bathroom escapes? Or do you crave that window spot to lean against and avoid the awkward, sorry, just squeezing by shuffle? Here's where it gets sneaky. If you're flying with a partner, try booking the aisle and window seat in a row of 3. Why? Most people won't voluntarily pick the dreaded middle seat, and you might just score the whole row to yourselves. And if someone does sit between you, Most of the time, they're happy to swap for an aisle or window. Everyone wins. Pro tip, check the seat map again 24 hours before departure. You'd be surprised what opens up at the last minute. But that's just seating. Want to feel human after 10 hours in recycled air? Stick around. Your ankles deserve better. Wear compression socks. They might look like something your grandma wears while knitting, but compression socks are nothing short of superhero gear when you're flying long haul. We're talking about reduced swelling, better blood flow, and actual protection from DVT, that's deep vein thrombosis, and yes, it's as serious as it sounds. Sitting in one position for hours at 35,000 feet can turn your legs into stiff, swollen logs. Not a great souvenir. Compression socks gently squeeze your lower legs, keeping circulation moving and ankles looking like ankles, not overstuffed sausages. And the best part? They've come a long way from hospital beige. You can find pairs that look sleek, sporty, even stylish. So before you laugh them off, just imagine walking off your flight like a human being instead of waddling like a penguin. Still think that's dramatic? Wait until you hear what you should never do when trying to sleep on a plane. Don't sit still and suffer. Nobody looks glamorous on a long flight. We're all bloated, crumpled, and quietly suffering. So forget looking cool and start thinking about blood circulation, because sitting still for 10 hours is a one-way ticket to swollen ankles and a stiff lower back that'll haunt you for days. Here's the deal. When you're stuck in a flying metal tube for half a day, your body starts to rebel. Your legs ache, your knees lock up, your feet puff up like marshmallows. And worst of all, you're at risk of DVT, or deep vein thrombosis, which is just a fancy way of saying dangerous blood clots. Yep, just from sitting too long. So move. Every 2-3 hours, get up. Walk to the restroom. Do a lap. Stretch your calves. Rotate your ankles. In your seat, do shoulder rolls, neck circles, even a cheeky stretch or two. Nobody cares what you look like. They're all too tired and uncomfortable to notice. Feeling awkward is better than feeling like a human pretzel. And it might just save your trip or your health. Even if you manage to fall asleep mid-flight, staying frozen like a burrito isn't doing you any favors, because what your body really needs up there is to move. Airplane meals are a gamble, come prepared. Here's the truth no one tells you until it's too late. Airline food is like a bad ex, unreliable, disappointing, and always showing up at the wrong time. You never know when the meals are coming, what they'll be, or if you'll even get one. That's why you need your own backup plan. Smart flyers pack snacks. Not loud, crinkly ones that annoy your neighbor. I'm talking solid, go-to lifesavers. Granola bars, trail mix, dried fruit, or the classic PB&J sandwich that never lets you down. Avoid salty stuff. The air in planes is already dry enough to leave your mouth feeling like a desert. And skip the sugary junk that'll spike your energy and crash you harder than the in-flight movie. Having your own food isn't just about hunger, it's about control. You get to eat what you want, when you want, without depending on mystery meat and mushy rice.